Hey everybody, welcome to Records of Evil. It's been a bit. Yeah.
It's a new day.
It's a new day. We're new time, new day. It's been probably not quite 2 months. Well, at least a month and a half since we had a day. At least like 6 weeks. So if you are new to joining us, greetings, welcome. You can pop in right here. It should be fine. You'll probably enjoy a lot of the insanity that's going to happen and the fun. So just as the kind of summary of what's been going on, for those of you who are new or joining and have forgotten a lot, we'll kind of start at the beginning. We have a team of lawful evil worshippers of Asmodeus, part of a small cult of him. Got some time traveling kind of thing going on, going to a modern day version of Faerun, on a quest to, like, you know, summon their dark master to the realm, etc, etc, etc. After some misadventures, some traveling to Chult, where they got a bunch of gnomes killed, going on a road trip where they didn't get gnomes killed, and now they're in Kosakura, which is in Kara-tur, which is Kara-tur is the Asian area of Toril, the planet. Faerun's technically Europe. That's what I'm going to give you there for you to understand that. And Kosakura is effectively one of their 2 Japan countries, because apparently they have 2 Japan-like countries in Kara-tur, just to really mess with you.
Isn't it supposed to be like Korea and Japan?
There is actually an area that's more like Korea, too. So, like, I think it's like they each represented a different version historically of Japan. I think this one is supposed to be... Oh, God. I don't remember off the top of my head. But it's Kosakura, and the other one is, I think... Wa. Kosakura and Wa.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Off the top of my head, again, I cannot remember for the life of me which one is which when it comes to what the difference is. I probably could have told you like a month and a half ago when I had a little bit more research in my brain as to why they were slightly different, but now it's gone. So they're on the quest for an artifact, Asmodean artifact, a giant eye which helped them time travel originally and has been like lost to history. But theoretically is owned by a specific family, which, it starts with a D, and I'm going to get it wrong, because I haven't pulled out...
I have it written down somewhere.
Danjuro?
Danjuro family.
Yeah, Danjuros.
Yes, Danjuro family. Thank you. So this is one of the 2 main estates. They have one in one of the capital cities, which is heavily guarded, and would be hard to break into. But they might have what you're looking for. The other option was this island, which is an old family estate, dating back from that time period, where some things might be kept. Also relatively heavy security, but there was a party going on, and you got in with Matabe Suda, who's kind of, I would call it the black sheep of the family, but he specifically is the chosen black sheep because he does all their criminal connections. They've entered into the estate, they've done some exploring around, and yeah, it's kind of where we left off. Also, they have a flump with a knife that,
yeah.
See, man, he talks like this all the time because he's a gangster.
Very good flip.
He's a good boy.
Mm-hmm. So, kind of looking around the building, you've found out there are quite a few locations that theoretically you could check out. The full layout, you found that there are... The building itself has 3 floors. There's a top floor where there's a music room, a balcony, and 4 locked doors. The second floor, where everybody is staying, all the people have their rooms. There's also a study, a library, these kind of strange servants' halls, which are like... They're secret passages, but they're ones that aren't 100% secret. But there are also 2 locked doors on the second floor. The first floor has the large ballroom, a kitchen, larder, a shrine, which is both a family shrine and a shrine to gods. The main hall, a kind of family room area, and then the grounds. The ballroom was also like kind of where you had large like kind of dinner get together where they set up like the tables and stuff. They can kind of switch out between what they need for it to have. But I would call it a ballroom because that's the closest thing that you folks would probably account it to. There is a mountain room of some kind which is locked off with a secret door that seems to be near that entrance into the mountain. So it might lead into whatever's in the mountain. There's a hot springs, a garden, there's a small garden plus a hedge mage in the works, a storm room, which is locked with a security pad, a stable that has one horse and a trapdoor, the soldier quarters, which are barred, has signs that it was burnt at some point in time, and the first floor also had 3 locked doors you can get into. Oh, also, we did mention there was a dojo and an archery area on the grounds. The dojo has weapons and bloodstains, and the archery grounds, you noticed there was a secret escape from the grounds in it. So you could go out into outside of the walls. There's a basement with a servants. The servants have all their rooms in it, in which there are a couple of servants that are normally there all the time. Plus, they've brought some in for the event. Storage rooms, which I forget which one of you checked out some of the stuff in the storage rooms. A wine cellar and 5 locked doors down there. So there are a lot of locked doors you haven't checked out. Thing is, there's also a lot of people around right now. It is still not quite... It's still like... I would say it's getting closer to being late. You know, you guys got here pretty late. It's been kind of dark, stormy. There's been thunder, lightning, rain. It's around 11 o'clock now. You kind of had your little party like 8 or 9, kind of like early at night. And you've spent a few hours now kind of checking the place out, kind of settling in. You're all back at the room now. The Flump has gotten a couple of knives from the kitchen that he managed to steal. Oh, we lost something for a second there.
Are we back?
Oh,
We did have a little hiccup there.
I'm like, is it just me?
I was wondering if it was just me.
And the Flump is also
Yeah.
currently dissolving a potato and a pear.
Yeah.
Because he's semi-translucent and a jellyfish monster.
He is a jellyfish monster, this is true.
My favorite.
You see like little bubbles come off of the pear and potato in his gullet as it's
Oh, what
slowly
a good
dissolving.
lad. The perfect NPC.
Oh, now there's guaranteed problems in Discord.
Oh. All right.
We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. If we have to have like cutouts and stuff, we'll
The
do
gods
it.
themselves do not want this game to happen.
just before this episode was we were looking at some things that might have been an issue, and it's like, oh, there's possible problems at Discord. Now it says problems at Discord.
We have admitted it. There is a problem. Okay.
Well, that's the first step to solving your problem.
Admitting to it. Yep.
They're no
We're-
longer in denial, which is
we're
nice. I'm proud of
repressing it.
them.
Yeah.
So what's the plan?
I'm gonna look
I
at
don't
my
No, I
character
was
sheet.
here
so I-
last game, and I'm
gonna
not
look at my-
entirely sure what's going on.
Well, the plan is look at my character sheet so I remember what I do as a character.
I mean, like, I gave you kind of a little bit of, like, you guys, all of you wandered around, checked out the place, came back to the room.
I stopped the Flump from stabbing things.
Yeah,
I tried to stop
man.
it from taking knives, but ended up with just a bunch of knives in my
He's
He's-
my
really,
inventory.
He still has a few. I mean,
And he still has one.
he still
he's
has
really
one.
crafty.
So I've got like 5 knives in my stuff.
I think it's like his only
still
stat is
has
like
one.
flump of hand. I mean, so it's just
Yeah.
like, you know, the tentacle like reaches over, grabs something, that, like just it disappears into his gullet somewhere.
Yeah.
So what's the plan? We found some stuff in the kitchen, man. Some delicious food and knives.
I can certainly tell you found some stuff in the kitchen. It's floating in you. That's disgusting.
Oh, is that what happens in my stomach? Oh.
It's part of nature, baby, like me. Meh, meh, you see?
Ugh. Ugh.
In this case, you really do see.
How have we
Yeah.
not had this flump since the beginning?
Well, you never came to Japan, so
Oh, that was a mistake.
it should have been the first place to go.
Look, I got a plan, you see? I got a plan. I can wander around. I can check out more stuff, break into more rooms. Get a lay of the land. Man, no one suspects. No one suspects me. Good old Fall, breaking into all the places.
I feel like you're the first person they'd suspect.
Yeah, especially with the knife.
Yeah, I can
Like,
see it right there. It's just like kind of suspended.
Yeah, how did you get away with that? Weren't there people there when you stole it? That's actually kind of impressive.
I get away with all kinds of things. You can't stop me. Can't stop me, you see? Meh, meh.
Well, I found a secret door I want to open, but it's like in a main hallway, and that's a little bit of an issue right now.
About what time is it?
Like 11 right now.
Like 11. Okay. I'm just gonna check my spells, see if I have anything. Oh god, my character sheet wasn't loading. I forget, as a bard, do I have to prepare spells? I think for bards, right?
You don't?
I pick them, but I don't have to like prepare them for the day, right?
God, I think you're more like it's yeah, no. Thanks, Lightning. It's
Okay.
it's the problem that I've been
It's
doing a lot more Pathfinder and like,
Been a
I've been
long
doing
time
some
since I played a
D&D,
bard.
but like my brain just hasn't been like working.
Okay, that like
between the
Sorcerer
two
got
of
it.
them. Oh my god, my brain. It's just been.
Now I gotta remember which button I pressed to not post in chat.
Uh huh. The important button. Good times, good times.
Well,
So-
I could cause some distractions with some illusions, but that might
I feel like
rile
that's-
everyone up.
Yeah, I feel like we should just wait for them to sleep.
Yeah, probably.
Sleep is good. Okay, you're gonna give it a couple of hours. Already, Matabe has gone to rest. I mean, like, he effectively just said, like, take care of what you are, just, you know, I'm gonna unassociate myself with you for now, in case of problems do happen.
Honestly, probably a smart move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He probably watched some trashy movies loudly, so, like, you know, either to, like, think of, like, you know, distractions or be distraction or something, you know? Who knows?
Occasionally makes a thumping sound on the wall or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Just to keep people away from the area.
Mm-hmm. No one would visit his room then. I don't think anybody would visit his room anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
no
seems like
one's
everyone
walking down
hates
this
him.
hallway.
Again, he's
No one
not,
likes him.
he's not the most hated. He's just on the low list, you know. Out of 18 groups here, he's probably like number 16. Which
And
says something.
Brought
And then
3
he
women
did just
with
bring
him.
4, right?
Uh-huh. But it's also like expected of him kind of thing. He brought 4 tramps with, I mean, he brought 4 women with him.
No, you can say it.
Yeah,
we
you-
know what we're dressed like.
Uh-huh.
Apart from Versel, who was dressed lovely.
It's,
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think Versel understands the concept of dressing like
I kind of, yeah. I mean, I probably put on what someone told me to.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I am dressed how you have instructed me to be. This is a thing. Anyway, yeah, you can wait a couple of hours, have everybody kind of settle in, rest, that sort of thing. It'll be a little bit of time before, you know, things begin to quiet down a little bit more. The storm actually gets worse. So now there's like, it was heavily raining before, but now it's very windy out. There's like there's lightning, thunder, and for a while everything is kind of like you're sitting in the living room area for a few hours. Everything then kind of, you know, quiets down. So it's past midnight. You're not sure if everybody's asleep yet, but there's certainly probably more asleep. How late do you want to wait? Is the question I'm going to ask.
I was gonna say like around 2 a.m.-ish, or like
Maybe-
check at 1 a.m. see
Yeah,
who's
maybe 1
wandering
a.m.
around.
You know, most normal people sleep at that time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what that's like.
A mood.
Okay. You will also notice that Fall isn't around anymore.
God. Well.
You know what?
Hmm.
If he's causing trouble,
The flump.
That's the flump.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I missed the last episode with names, so
Yep.
We should probably find him soon.
or just blame him for
Probably-
whatever
we should probably
happens
get a
next.
cage for it.
I
you
don't
could
think
just,
he'll be okay with a cage, but
We could get him like a leash.
a
And like
leash
a
would be
collar.
good. A leash would be a good idea.
Shot collar, perhaps.
Because remember, he's the evil flump with like an eye patch over one of his eyes.
yeah.
I'm gonna give him a gun at some point.
Oh, please don't. He'll shoot one of us.
I've got a gun.
He's already stolen $10 off of me.
yeah.
Man, give me your money, you see? Give me your money.
Oh. Well, does anyone want to come check out Secret Door with me, or does everyone else have
Yeah,
other
sure.
places they need to be?
I mean, we should probably find
Also, but yeah.
Well,
Oh, we could do that at the same time.
We could split up. I could go with Therzee and check out the door.
Oh,
Oh no.
door.
Pretend you've just been woken up.
Oh, it's easy, and Doc shifts into the same form, but it looks more tired.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, did you forget I could do that?
Mhm.
yeah.
I'll go open the door.
Is this yours? Man! Hello there!
Unfortunately, and
It's
I
now
drag.
also got a tomato in its stomach, too.
I grab him and drag him in.
Man!
Thank you.
No one checks the tomato. No one checks the tomato. Man, you see? Now say, man. He's reaching into his, like, as, like, the person's, like, the chick said, keep it inside the room.
Not actually sure how it got out.
Will do.
He's, like, reaching a tendril into his own gut for a little bit and pulling out something.
Why a tomato?
It's a perfect place to hide things.
And why are you pulling it out?
No, you see? No, in the tomato. In the tomato. No one checks the tomato.
Hey, why don't you check the tomato in here? And I'm gonna open a closet.
Mm-hmm. He pulls out the tomato and puts it on the one table, like a splorch.
Okay,
Go ahead, take
Is
a
there
look.
actually something in the tomato?
Oh.
He's like, go ahead, take a look.
Oh god. Who wants to look in the tomato?
I peel open the tomato.
If in the tomato, there seems to be a set of keys.
What?
Fuck's sake.
No one checks the tomato. He's right.
After you get them out, he's gonna scoop up the tomato and put it back in it.
Yeah, okay, at least it's not on the table anymore. Okay,
There's
The
just
mess
like,
is probably still there.
the mess is still there. There's tomato and flumped digestive juices all over the place. Now he's kind of red inside too now because it's this tomato split open.
Does it look like a gory mess? He's just bleeding from the inside.
It just has this kind of red glow now with, like, you know, tomato all in the center of him because it's now, like, it's just, like, split apart and all over the place. Good old Fowl, he knows when to find things. Don't know if they fit everything, but that's the old servant's keys. Man, you see? The old man. He didn't suspect a thing. He didn't suspect a knifing.
Ugh.
Well,
We're
I
not-
might not have to pick as many locks. This is great.
We're not stabbing anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about it. No one's gonna be talking about old Foul.
I want to be on
Yeah,
his
give
side.
this character a character sheet.
I have a character sheet. I just haven't written
hell
it
yeah.
up.
Bless up.
See, we can just do an edit, and it's in all players' journals. There you go. For all the fluff. I haven't stabbed him out yet, but he has a character sheet.
Nice.
Mhm.
Oh,
We're gonna get him killed by accident now, aren't we?
Docs will be somewhat relieved. Max dex no strength.
Uh,
Well, I guess we could go look through some locked rooms.
I'd say we wait like 10 minutes, because that guy might be still there listening, but like... We got some keys.
Probably not listening, just not far.
Ooh. We could, take them all off the keyring and split them up so we all have some different ones to try. In case we get split up and want to try other doors.
Not a bad idea.
And then no one's caught with the very obvious keyring that does not belong to us.
that's
Yep.
probably good. Alright, so... You, gonna split up the keys with the keyring? It looks as though there's a set of about 10 keys on there. These look like to be older keys, and so you've seen a mixture of, you haven't seen all the locks, but some of the locks you have seen definitely would fit to these keys. That's for sure. Because they're like, it was like a big old tomato, and so it's like a set of like the kind of like keys like this big, that are like would be on the ring. They're not like the tiny keys that we normally have. They kind of look like the classic kind of like thick keys, like that you'd have on a key ring or something. If I'm best describing it correctly.
I know what you mean.
To like an old lock, yeah.
Yeah, like old lock keys. So definitely like more like the thick keys. Yeah.
Thick keys.
Thick
Thick.
keys.
Keys with
They open the sex
Two
dungeon,
Cs.
apparently. They open the pain cave.
oh,
I completely forgot about that.
I will never forget about the pain cave.
Watch Legacies of Kain if you're curious about the pain.
The Pain Cave! Ugh. Was I doing that voice for it? I feel like I should have if I didn't.
I think you did.
I don't think you did.
I think at the end you did.
I hope you did.
I should have been doing it in the like bad wrestler voice. Yup.
Nice.
So yes, the Pain Cave. But no. Yeah. So yeah, you've got 10 keys. You can easily split them up. You are not sure what they are. They are not. These look different, but they are marked, but like probably in ways that like whoever owned them would understand, rather than you as a random person picking them up.
That's pretty much marked in Japanese, and we don't know Japanese.
It's not even marked in the language. I mean, it's like marked with like each one has like a top that's like a different symbol kind of thing, that kind of thing. And they're not like easy symbols like
The kitchen one's on a spoon.
yeah, it's not something simple like that. It's just that like I feel the easiest way to describe them is that if you have your own set of keys and like between the shape and the kind of size and like the top, you could be like, oh, this key, this key, this is this key, it's that kind of thing. They're similar size and similar shape. It's just like the ends of them and the top parts where they would link to the key ring are slightly different, each of them. So that's kind of the easiest way to
Okay.
describe them.
So should we split up into 2 groups?
Yeah, I suppose we could. We'll gain more ground that way.
Can also be lookouts if we stay roughly on the same floor.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I going with? Man, say man.
You get the job of watching him and make sure he doesn't leave.
Oh, you see? Gotta stab them, bitch.
No.
Don't.
Not until
just
we give you the signal. We're all gonna we'll tell you when. You'll know.
I gotcha. I'm on top of it.
No
Don't
stabbing.
worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, hun. I got the idea. I'm down for it.
Oh god.
Oh. We've got to let him stab someone. We've got to.
But not this person.
No, not this one. Not right now. Maybe when we leave, but like not right now.
Yeah.
When we leave and never come back to this country.
Yeah.
Probably gonna happen and or be necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
No, I guess it will be unnecessary.
Oh, it'll be totally necessary to run away, probably from something. Okay. So you're splitting up, each taking 5 keys.
Yeah.
All right. Who's on what team?
I want to be on the team that breaks and enters the secret door I found.
Who's more likely to need a bardic inspiration?
Versel.
I'll go with Versel.
I was about to say,
I'll
based
go
on
with-
past experiences, Versel.
I'll go with Versel.
I'll be with Therzee then.
Okay.
Time to teach Mishka how to pick some locks.
So we'll start with Dox and Versel. What is your plan? You have half of the keys. So Therzee and Mishka are going to go for the secret door, and then probably after that, maybe hit up the other half of the keys. You combine between a lot of you, you know there are a bunch of secret doors. Or not, locked doors. You're just not sure how many of them would probably fit this key, and it's been a few hours. So certain things like music room, balcony might be closed up. The library was supposedly open all night. The study was just ajar because someone was in it. You're not sure if anybody would be in there now. So that's where we'll start with this floor you're on. You know you could access the servant halls, which might not be used nowadays. You know there was 2 locked rooms on this floor. You know there's the study, and of course the library. It's quiet. Most of the lights are off. Even the lights in the hall, they are off currently. The rooms all had their own, bathrooms in them. Probably installed much later, but, again, when the place was probably renovated, they probably installed bathrooms in all, the personal rooms of people. Because it definitely looks like this place has had some renovation, though it still has a lot of the classical Japanese feel.
Well, we could try the servant halls and then one of the locked doors.
Yeah. That could work.
Okay. So the servant halls, if you would access them, they actually are interesting because they're kind of built on the outskirts of the building in a way. Like, there is a main hall which kind of horseshoes around the outer thing. Like, cause there's the main building, and then there's kind of like the second floor. And
1 second. I
Okay.
forget. The eye isn't here. We're here because of a guy who wanted us to transform.
No.
The eye.
the eye
The
might
eye
be here.
might be here.
There was 2
Yeah.
locations,
Might be.
and
It
this is
might
the
be.
other. This is the one location.
And when we did detect objects on the eye, something was pinging around all over the place.
Yeah.
Got
You
it.
tried locate object. You got a ping, but it was like moving rapidly. So it'd be like effectively what it was is like every 6 seconds it would be a different place. And that's not even like for you, detection, as being using it a couple times, you're like, it should either fail or succeed. either it wouldn't be there, something would be blocking it, or you detect it. Those are the three options. This is weird.
Yeah.
So, yeah, something weird is going on.
And it wasn't in a pen. It was just randomly jumping everywhere.
Yeah.
So, like, you have that kind of main building with kind of a couple, like, first-story offshoots that kind of lead out to various places. So, like, the main section was kind of squarish. And on top of that, there's kind of, like, almost like a a horseshoe shape. Because there's actually, like, in the middle of the second floor, there's almost like a little, like, rooftop garden that would be above, like, the main hall where you entered kind of area. So you actually do have a view of it. And it looks as though, like, you're not sure how to access that. You need to see a way to access it. And the servants' halls are actually this area where you almost have to kind of, like, hunch down to get into, because it's like a 2/3 door to enter it, and the hallway is like 2/3 sized. So, like, servants would have to kind of hunch down to kind of move through it. There seems to be 4 entrances to the servants' hall quarters. Your room is probably one of the few on the kind of back end of the horseshoe area, kind of like, you know, one of the tips kind of out from away from people. There are 2 staircases that are kind of at the kind of the corners of each of the hall that lead up and down. The locked rooms, the library were kind of in the middle. The study was actually on the opposite end from you, near a couple of the other locked doors. So it seems like a lot of the ways the rooms are positioned is like, the closer you are, like, the study's over by the head of the family's room, you know, and then so, like, the more important you are, almost you're kind of, like, arranged around the horseshoe from the right side all the way to the left side, where you kind of are on the lower end.
Okay.
To give an actual floor layout to a degree, I could probably just freaking
Probably wouldn't be hard to draw.
create a new page here and draw it, and I've got evil map I can throw up over the thing for a second to show
Evil
it.
map.
I know.
Ooh.
Let me drag you over to
With
here.
my character sheet over here.
We'll just do a quick, like, down and dirty shaping.
You double click the top bar of your character sheet and it will, like, collapse.
So, like, hallway, not great hallway because it's kind of wider than it needs to be. Hallway, like lots of rooms around here kind of thing. I'm going to double things here for the staircases. This is, like, really down and dirty, you know. So, this was the head bedroom, study here. Let me just put a text of S. That's really tiny, apparently. Whatever.
Yeah.
And there was a library. And I'm just going to put, like, locked room, locked room right here. This is not meant to be a great map. It's meant to be down and dirty. And just kind of, like, give everybody an idea. This is your room. Library. Lock 1. And it's just, you know, find different colors would have been good for the different locks. Whatever. I'm just... Again, it was meant to be kind of down and dirty map. Look, I'll just do, like, lock
try
door,
it.
lock
There we
door,
go.
lock door, lock door. You know, and we'll do this green for servant, 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 servant. And so there's kind of like a inner thing here, and oh wait, hey, wait, you know what? And we'll do this, not that green. This dark green for gardeny area here, and it looks much more like a I would call it more Zen gardeny. in that middle area there. So it's like a couple of simple, well-maintained trees. It's kind of got that kind of like rock area, you know, like very sparse Japanese garden kind of area. I don't know if anybody's imagining that, but that's kind of what I'm going to give it a description.
Okay.
And you do not see a way out to it from here, at very least. And you didn't see an area in the house when you were searching around. Yeah, it's like a Zen garden in the middle.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'll just kind of reposition Roll 20 somewhere where people can see it a little bit, because I want both. And while you think about what to do.
So the bit between the garden and the hallways is the servants?
Yeah, there's like a little area in between there. I would say like the hallway. This is not to scale, of course.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like, again, like it's, if you think about the hallways, they're probably maybe like, they're not like super wide. They're probably like 7 foot wide, a little bit more than one person, so people could pass each other. You know, kind of a standard, like, at least, you know, story tall, we'll say like, maybe like 9 foot ceilings, not quite 10 foot too. You know, I'm just giving like some general things. And then like, the area of the servants' areas, they've got like these short, like maybe like 4.5 foot doors, and they're maybe like 5 foot tall in there. That, you know.
Okay.
And they spread all around here. That's kind of like, you really didn't go in them before yet, so you haven't really checked them out. You know, you kind of found them, but people were walking around back when you were checking things out. And the doors aren't hidden, is what what I can say. It's like you can tell they're doors in the walls. You know, they have, and you can look in. They have like, so there's actually windows, like kind of spreading all around. Oh, that's not the pig. All around these areas here that like get in some of the night sky into the area there, and you can look out at the garden from these windows.
Oh,
Again,
okay.
it's like stormy and stuff, but you know, there's positioned in such a way that like there is like a slope inside to the servants' quarters. You can't see them unless you're like right up at the window where the servants' hall is. So it kind of like the wall goes down, junks out a little bit where the servants' hall is, and then goes back down again. You know, so it's like an extension a little bit. And each of these doors does have like a wooden barred kind of window into there, which is what's kind of noticeable also on it. So you can kind of look into the servants' halls a little bit, but they're like, you know, they're like just wood slats almost, like wood slat bars. So they're squared, not like, you know, rounded. And it's maybe just enough that like light from the hall could spread, or like if someone was in there with a light, it could be seen too.
Okay. So I guess just explore that area a little bit.
Okay. So you are gonna like go into the servants' kind of halls, take a look around.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Two of you can give me perception just to check it out, take a look around.
Perception. That's my roll.
Okay. We got perception from Versel.
When I clicked it, there we go.
Oh.
Yeah, you go.
Well, Versel just is rocking it with the perception. Certainly.
Yeah. So when I clicked it, my roll 20 froze for a second. So.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. So looking around docks, you don't notice a lot. The unfortunate thing is that it's like it's a dark, kind of dusty area that doesn't seem a lot used. Versel, you can definitely notice that there is use to it. That there is dust in here, as if it's not fully cleaned out, but you can see that like there is like a center kind of area that has been cleaned out. You will also notice that there is another door down here, similar to the ones that you saw before, but this one blends in with that back wall. It actually was much more difficult to see. You can see it's a similar size and shape to that one. It doesn't have the slotted kind of like opening to look into it. And it almost kind of, you know, blends in with the back wall of this area here. Other than that, it definitely, like, you don't really find much else within here on its own. If you will notice that, like, in areas, like, I'm gonna ping it over here, in this area over here, kind of within the hall, there is something noticeable that on the inside of the wall, leading towards the hallway, there are marks on the wall there that look like they might be, like, maybe somebody slashed it with a bladed weapon or tool through like a 10-foot section of it.
Oh boy.
There is no other signs of any kind of damage or death or anything like that. Like, if someone was
Does it
stabbed.
look like it's done in a specific way or pattern? Like,
No.
intentionally?
I'm going to tell you, it does not look bad. It looks like someone was like slashing, maybe, and like hitting the wall instead of hitting someone.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And this is a very confined, small area, but it only seems to be on that part of the wall. It looks as though someone tried to cover it up, but like you noticed them. Like it's like there's like maybe like paint over top of it, but you could notice them and kind of like use your finger to etch them out, kind of thing, you know, with your perception there.
If I scratch off some of the paint, do I notice any old blood?
No, that you don't notice.
I'm then going to cast, like, stick the paint to the wall and cast mending on.
Okay. It sort of works. It's old paint, so I mean, like it kind of looks, rather than like someone opened it up and maybe like time had some flake off or something. I'll give you. You know, you can hide that you were playing around with it. If someone wasn't checking that area, they could easily have passed off anyway. That maybe unless they check it repeatedly, they could also just say like, "Oh, hey, it looks like the paint finally came off of there" or something. You know.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess to the new door.
Okay. The new door leads to a little area like this. With it, there is a similar shaped door here, and I'm just going to use a different color for this one because I haven't done it. We'll do this. There's a staircase leading down here, so we'll do staircase instead.
Okay.
Oh, cool. We can see the rolls perfectly at the bottom there. It won't... Okay, I got it arranged pretty well there with the map and the rolls. Happy about that. I mean, I'm gonna say, like, you know, we're wind shaking your house. Wind is shaking this place too, because again, it's like stormy out.
It's super in character.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Why don't we pause for a
As I was
second?
looking around, it was like,
We'll pause for a second with you folks as you found another door and a staircase down, and move on to Therzee and Mishka. So the two of you head downstairs. Things are relatively quiet, and you do see a lot less people. There do seem to be a few folks still kind of meandering about, but not to the degree that you saw before. It seems as though most of the servants have already turned in, most of the guests have already gone to bed. Indeed, you've got a large number of folks here. There was 18 kind of family groups that were here, though some of them were individuals, a few of them were like 2 or 3. So, you know, probably the building itself has maybe, we'll say like between 40 and 50 people. You didn't quite get a full count.
It's too many people. I
A
don't
lot of
appreciate this.
I will kind of, while you're talking and figuring out what you want to do, I might make another crude drawing.
Ooh.
Nice.
The best kind.
So this is the main house here. There is offshoot area over here, offshoot area over here. We'll do front entrances. We'll just do main hall. This is the hallway back here where I was talking, and then there's a hallway here which is kind of like open aired, so it looks out into the side area, and this one's open aired over here. So you kind of enter in through the main, which I'm a little off center there. Here was the main room that you kind of originally entered into. From there, here was the kitchen and the larder. Put them here. Here is the big old shrine room right here. And there was a family room over here. Locked room, locked room, locked room. Which I will put these color locks, which I think we had as yellow. And they were locked this way, locked to this way, locked to this way. So, this is generally the layout I'm giving you right now of what you kind of saw. And, so this is a hallway here. Oh, everybody can't see the locked rooms a little bit here, too. Well, that kind of cuts things off when I zoom down. That's weird.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it does
mine
that
as well.
sometimes.
Maybe if I zoom
I'm not sure.
in
Not
a
sure
little
why.
bit. If I zoom in a little bit, it makes it better. So yeah.
Yeah,
so,
it depends on the zoom.
Yeah.
Like, it has this weird thing where it's like, if you zoom in a certain way, it tries to, Roll20, this has been a problem with Roll20 for a long time, and they really need to fix it.
There's a secondary room back here that is, like, kind of like... I didn't mention it before, but it's going to be just, like, storage for stuff for the ballroom kind of thing right there. So there's, like, a door there. This was the door to the... There was a door here and a door here for the kitchen. Door here for the larder. There was a door here for the shrine. And this is not quite to scale, I'm going to say, too. There was some, like, scale to it, too. But that's kind of, like, the design of it. And the first floor here also is... oh, that's kind of how I give it. Okay. I might change a few things around here, I'm just going to say. But the door that you were looking for is back here, and the secret door was right here. And there was, like, well, the secret door was on that wall, side of the wall there, and the door that kind of led out to, like, an opening in the mountain. So it's like the mountain kind of, like, came, like, down like this, and kind of like that, maybe, like, kind of thing. You know, so it's like a small opening in the wall of the mountain, and the rest of the building is nestled against it, kind of thing. As what it looks like. So you're not sure about this secret door here, if that's kind of accurate.
Okay.
Let's just change one thing here, just because I want to move something here. Oh, that's a select.
It's all locked. Oh no!
No.
No.
It's in one. It's inside of one giant lock.
Yep.
Oh, I'm like freaking highlighting stuff, and that's why it's wrong. Boop. That's another locked door. We're adding a fourth locked door. There you go. Live with
Nice.
it. I'm moving the shrine slightly out of the way, just for how to one of these side places that you kind of checked out that was still connected to the main building there. Save changes. So like shrine and English, work on me. Please work
The English refuse.
Shrine and hot springs were over here, and the area that led to connecting to the dojo and archery was over here. The storeroom and soldier quarters were kind of like secure. I call them soldier quarters. Yeah, soldier quarters over this area. The gardens were kind of over this area near the dojo and archery grounds kind of area. There you go. I have
Okay.
now defined everything on this map. And my brain works.
Hey, we got there.
Oh
We
my
did
god.
And now we decide to burn the whole building down
Burn it
and
off.
just search the rubble.
Mhm.
it. I need to be a few more levels before I can steal fireball off a wizard spell list.
This first floor, the ceilings are much more vaulted than the second floor. While the second floor is like a 9-foot foot one, a lot of the ceilings here vault up towards like 16, 17 feet, we'll say. So like the hallways are very tall and actually wider down on this first floor. So those stairs are like, I'm not drawn well, but there's like little like areas on the corners here that are technically kind of like, again, built in such a way that they are in here. So there's like little rooms or something that are the corners. You know, it's not well drawn.
Gotcha.
And I have not. So there's some version of stairs like here and here, of some kind. They're probably actually in their own little separate like room areas that you have to kind of open a door to. Again, I'm trying my best here to like draw this like freehand really well, using what my
not
brain
bad.
has in store for you and trying to do it, because like I'm not really good at like map making programs at all, and probably couldn't make anything of nearly this good in a map making program unless I spent hours and hours and hours. So this is like brain work good now, freehand. So, you're trying to break into that door there. Again, like, there's not a lot, because the staircases are nearby to you, that's kind of why you have to worry about breaking into the secret door. But things are pretty quiet now, so if you wait a little bit, you could try to break in. You had seen the secret door before, you have not tested it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It was very well built into the wall. What is your plan?
Well, Mishka, would you like to try keys or stand guard?
I'll stand guard.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm trying these 5 keys then.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Okay, you'll try all the keys you have. None of them will work with this door.
Okay. Whack out my thieves' tools.
Okay.
And see if I can pick the lock.
Oh, what if we have the key to that?
Oh wait, before I do that, I'm gonna try just turning the handle to see if it's locked.
Well, it really isn't a handle. Like, you know there's a door there, and you do find that there is some kind of, like, locking mechanism with, like, a hole there that looks like a keyhole, but you haven't actually seen, like, an actual handle. So, like,
okay.
It's very smooth to the wall, and it was, like, and kind of, like, there's, like, you had to, like, move, like, a little hanging, like, scroll to find the hole, too. You know?
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, so it's like, it looks as though there's, like, these little scrolls that have, like, pieces of art on them, so they're hanging, like wall scrolls, basically, with, like, art on them across the wall. And it seems like there are, like, ones that are maybe, like, only this big, so they're very small ones. And they're arranged not very symmetrical, too. They're kind of spread out all over it, depicting various, it looks like, adventures that are maybe against strange supernatural creatures that might evolve the family.
Ooh.
Very like man, my brain just starts breaking. Kozakorin. The word Kozakorin. It like just flew out of my brain there for a second. Kozakorin, supernatural things, legends, myths, which some of may be true and some might not be. As with because you're in a fantasy world, it's hard to tell what's real and what's not, because some of the actual fantasy shit is real.
Yeah. Floof with knives, for example.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you can give me a...
I think that falls under dystopian, not...
Oh, English escaped brain very quickly. Come back, English. Give me
Yeah,
a thieves'
Jess,
tool checks.
Put the English back.
Give me a thieves' tool checks, please.
Let's thieves' tools. Let me find it. There it is.
Okay. I'm gonna
I know,
need
actually.
Mishka to give me a perception.
Perception.
Okay. You'll be trying around for a while. You're not having much success, and then Mishka can quickly like tap your shoulder and have you go back to like maybe milling around, in quotations, looking at the art as someone does kind of move by and then move off again.
Nice catch. I appreciate it. I wasn't doing it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
You can keep trying. It's just, you'll have to take more time working on it.
I'm gonna have a look under. I'm just gonna casually walk past the other paintings and kind of use my finger to tip them a little, see if there's anything else under them.
Alright,
or if it's just this one.
Roll investigation, we'll say.
Ooh, I also have. Hang on. Eye for detail. Starting at 3rd level, you can use a bonus action to make a wisdom or make it intelligence. Yeah, so I can do it with investigation or perception, technically.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they're both the same for me, actually. Now that I.
Okay.
Yep, yeah, they're both the same.
All right. We'll roll one of them just to see what you kind of see.
Got 21.
And will show up eventually.
It'll show up eventually.
It'll show up eventually. Alright, so you'll kind of take a look around, and you won't find anything else that marks with it, but you will notice something about all these objects of art. Like, yeah, there it goes. You at first had seen, like, okay, it's supernatural creatures and people dealing with them. Now you notice that a lot of them are not only supernatural creatures and people dealing with them or encountering them, it seems to be supernatural creatures and them doing very horrible things to people. They're, in fact, like, though they were, like, old art and stuff, they are incredibly, like, graphic art of, like, strange, like, turtle monsters seemingly, like, tearing a woman apart after having their way with them or something, They are not pleasant. These are incredibly unpleasant things, like, it's people, like, having, like, horrible, not only, like, dying, but dying in, like, horrible ways that you probably wouldn't want to go out. It's more than just it kills you. It does bad things to you and kills you.
Hey, Mishka, does any of this ring a bell with you? This isn't like Asmodeus crap, is it?
Can I check? Can I find out?
You can roll religion. You don't think so, but you don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't have very good evil background
really
music.
tell.
I forgot to check it. Let me see if I can. On a break, I might look for some more evil background music. I need, like, some very good mood stuff, and I have this general mood stuff for you guys there.
You need to get a sound of, like, thunder and lightning in the background and creaking noises on the floor and
yeah,
steps.
maybe I can find that quickly on the break. Okay, yeah, no. You're not sure? Again, like, with Therzee pointing it out, it is just, creepy.
No, it's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
We should get one of these for the living room.
I don't know if we should.
Put it above the coffee machine,
That's
I feel like
totally
that would
not
ruin our
gonna
coffee
happen.
time.
Maybe. As long as Mishka's okay with it, I think Therzee's gonna have one more crack at that lock just with the thieves' tools.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll again.
A little bit better.
A little bit better. Like, I'll give you this. You get a feeling that you might be able to get this lock if you had enough time, but it definitely is a much more complex lock than one of the ones that you've seen in a lot of places. It seems as though that whoever wanted this locked certainly wanted it locked.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very important door for whatever reason, even though it's a secret door. It's a lot more than, like the big gates you saw. The thing about the gates into the mountain is there's definitely, like, not only is it locked and kind of sealed, like, there's big, like, pieces of, like, that, like, big kind of barring of wood in front of it, so it's like you have to have, like, people that are strong or a group of people that are strong to, like, open it up kind of thing. But otherwise, yeah, like this door, which maybe circumvents a lot of that, has a really complex lock. Mishka, I do need another perception from you while Therzee's going to, you know.
Yep.
Keep her from getting noticed. Okay. I'm just gonna roll something here.
Oh no! It's alright, I can just pretend I'm touching the precious art.
We have been admiring it for a bit.
Please keep your hands off the art. I know.
Ooh.
I know. People like yourself never see it, but it is not a point or place to touch things like that, even if you are impressed by it. Go back to your man and service him some more. It's an older woman who seems to be one of the servants.
Ooh.
Sure. I guess.
Yeah, okay. It's just like grinning.
Yeah.
She'll continue on her way, though she's gonna seemingly like as she's leaving, keep an eye on you. She's gonna head down this way, so kind of off to that side. Before we decide if you guys are gonna try to break in more, why don't we go to break, and then maybe we'll switch back to Docs and Versel for a while, as you've been finding interesting stuff in this kind of place, and maybe I'll find some rain background in the music in the meantime.
Scenario passageway.
Or just rain background noise. So, if you need a drink, snack, bathroom break, anything like that, go ahead and do it, and we'll be back in a little bit here. Alright. Come on. Work. OBS. We're back! With now, like, spooky lightning-y noises. But not lightning, like lightning, like thunder and lightning.
It's just lightning in the background, just going.
Yeah.
If I turn
every so
off
often.
my background noise cancellation software, you could probably hear even more spooky sounds.
Lightning noise is just Ling from our Pathfinder game.
Just
Yep,
going, yep,
bark.
yep, bark.
Yep.
Then I get on call and make spooky sounds. Scream like a dying lady because fuck. Alright. Anyway, so we switch back to Docs and Versel, who have discovered another area. There is a staircase leading down. Also, there is what appears to be a door that might lead out to the garden area, as far as you can tell.
How dark be it
You said the
in
stairs
this
lead
hallway?
down?
There are staircases that lead down.
How dark
We
is
are on
it?
the ground floor.
Like, you're on the second floor right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they would lead down maybe the first floor. There is a basement, too.
Yep.
How dark is it in this hallway?
In this area, there's still some light, as there's, like, kind of like, the old, like, slotted windows that they have had glass installed in them, but it was the old, like, windows that were kind of more like slots that you could kind of, like, move a little bit. Now they're just kind of, like, still open so that they had a little light coming down up above. There's not a lot of light. It's very stormy out, you know? I'll say that it was it was a pretty bright moon. It wasn't like a full moon, but it was like going towards full. So even with all the storm, some of the light still comes in through the clouds a little bit. So it's like it is light-ish out. I would say with like you still see a little, but it is quite dark. You know, it is like not quite pitch black. And in this area, like you have the light of the hall back in this little servant corridor. You know, that was kind of coming in various places. You could tell almost,
Sorry about that.
and it also had a little bit of the outside world, kind of like, you know, light coming in too, when you're in the service hall. This area here, much darker.
So I'm gonna slap one of these bad boys if it decides to show up today. I'm gonna slap down a dancing light
Okay.
just to light things up a little bit.
Okay, so just, a light kind of pops out, as you can kind of see. There does seem to be like electrical lights, as you did see installed in these areas. Again, probably renovated, but you didn't see a way to turn them on in the servants' hall. There does seem to be like pretty like old switches here, so they look more like, you know, like kind of like they're like kind of leathery almost, you know, like on the wall next to you. There seems to be actually three of them. So,
well, I'm not gonna mess with those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send
Like a switch box here. There you
I'm gonna send. There's 4 lights. I'm gonna send one of them down the stairs.
go. It looks as though similar to like the staircase, they kind of go down and then switch back. Just like all the stairs you kind of had in this place, they kind of have that similar thing that they... the staircases, like, up here, though, they do have, like, a center, you know, so it's like it's going around the outside of a little room, kind of around a wall, switch backing up once, with the kind of center in them. This actually, like, it's very squeezed thin. So it kind of just goes down and then quickly switches back, and like, you know, the stairs are definitely much more confined than the ones that you used to normally go up to the second floor. But other than that, you know, it looks dark down there. You don't know how. You can't really tell if it goes down to the first floor or if it would go down more unless you would go down there yourself.
Okay. Well, we could go down these stairs or see where that door goes.
Very well.
Guess we'll try the door first.
All right. It leads outside. You can definitely see it leads out into the kind of like Zen garden in the center of it. Rain is pouring, so as soon as you like open the door, you can feel like the wind against it, and then the rain. The occasional lightning definitely like helps to like brighten things up occasionally, and you can see it. It's just like the crash of thunder and lightning. In fact, in the area you are in, you can actually hear like the water, like the kind of like areas where water is supposed to drain off the roofs. You can hear like the drainage going off, so you can hear the loud noise of all the drainage.
Okay.
And even opening the door, you can see that there's like seemingly some drainage built into the rooftop here with the kind of garden and stuff. There's these like almost like little like channels that are a little lower than everything that like some of the stuff, like some of the rocks and stuff are coming down into, almost making it when it's raining out have this like almost little kind of streams on either side, kind of draining out the entire thing so that water doesn't pool here in the kind of like gravel Zen garden.
Mm-hmm. And it's raining like really hard?
It's a very heavy rain now.
Okay.
It was pretty heavy earlier. This is very like, you know, I wouldn't say like tropical storm, but like, you know, kind of tropical depression kind of like heavy rain, you know, where it's you know, you're getting that feeling of the level of storming.
Is it a cold rain or a hot rain?
Warm rain.
Warm rain.
Mm-hmm.
Then, reminds me of
Well, I will pull out my handy dandy umbrella and walk outside.
Okay.
and I will just walk outside.
The garden is dark. You can definitely get a good sight of how the building is shaped. As I said, it's kind of got the second floor is kind of like a horseshoe, with this kind of garden in the center of it, and then like in the back, there is.
Also, I'm probably no longer in my nice clothes. I probably had changed out of those at around the time we left Earth.
You can see the third floor, and you can actually get a sight of that balcony that you saw that was out there. You couldn't access the balcony; you really didn't access, but you can see the balcony now that's overlooking this area. With one of the flashes of lightning, for a second there, you think you see someone up on the balcony, but then it's empty. It was just a flash, and it was just like you thought you saw someone, and then it was gone.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Well, this just looks like a garden.
Watch
So
this.
does it like connect to here?
No, it doesn't.
Ooh.
You actually can notice that it looks like it's something you wouldn't have noticed as easy. That your side is just a little thinner. It's like something you wouldn't think to like measure that the two hallways, they are the same size if you include that small room there that you just were in.
Oh, okay. I think we should get the others and explore this a little more.
Sorry, get the others and then you're supposed to know.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Alright. We can then switch back to Mishka and Therzee. What is your plan? Your keys didn't work on this door, and you think you could possibly get the lock. Like, testing it out a few times, you're like, I think I can get this, but it's a tough lock, you know. It's on the top end of your abilities to pick locks.
Hmm.
So, and you technically have had someone kind of chew you out already. What's your two plan right now?
Well, we could try these fun keys elsewhere and come back to this with more eyes. I feel bad making you watch 2 sets of stairs.
We can check the other doors first.
Okay. Alright, then going to the two other, trying this floor first. Basically, you can have all the doors in this floor.
Yeah.
Okay, so, let's see here. I have to figure out which one of these doors is which. And my edit here, too. Oh, the edit will pop up because I forgot that it does that. Okay. So of the 4 locked doors, let's go down to 2 doors you will be able to open. One of them seems to be a... I would best describe it as we'll call it the armor hall. And the other one seems to be a bedroom on the first floor. And I'll mark off which of these two is which. Quickly here, withdrawing some shapes. We'll do this dark. No, I already have like a dark blue. What am I thinking on colors? This olive green. This one and this one that you're able to open up. So this one is that kind of like, as I said, it's like a hall of armor. What it is like, it's a series of like almost sliding doors that lead back, and on either side are sets of like Kozakorn armor before each door, as if you'd have to like walk by a number of guards. In the back of the area could best be described as an area where maybe like a lord would sit or something. It's kind of got like a kind of raised area, and currently there is like, as comparison to like all the armor sets that are here, there's an incredibly exquisite set of Kozakorn armor in the back, with a blade kind of resting in front of it in this room here. This one looks like a small like old, like kind of classic style one-room bedroom. It seems to have not been used in quite some time. It's got like a more traditional like my god, I'm not going to think of it. The kind of Japanese bedrolly bed thing.
I have no idea what that's called.
I should know the name, but my brain has been like so brain farty this entire day.
One of the weebs in chat, please save.
Please, weebs, please save me from my brain. Save DM. Please, weebs. Use the power of weebhood to save me. Anyway, no.
Futon?
Futon. That seems about right. Close enough. So there's like a futon laid out. There's a number of chest of drawers here. A small like table. Other than that, it just seems like an empty room. And these are 2 of your keys. So you still have 8 keys unaccounted for.
Okay. Well, we narrowed some down. We narrowed down some keys.
Mm-hmm. I suppose we try to find the others.
Yeah.
See if any of the keys they have work down here.
Yeah. Alright, you will be able to find the others upstairs and run into all of each other. Kind of probably as you're like, as the other two are leaving, to like kind of exiting out of the servants' halls, you know, trying to be a little like stealthy about it, making sure no one's around. And you two come upstairs from one of the staircases back towards your bedroom, just to see what's going on. You'll run into them. Both of you, all of you in the hall. So I probably should switch you back to the second floor. You're on the hall. But you're not kids. But you're over here.
Saw someone standing out of the balcony. Just be cautious. It might be a good idea. There might be someone else running around other than us. To be fair, they seem to be sneaking as well.
Ah.
I want to see what was down that staircase.
Oh, you found a staircase?
Yeah, but back in the servants' quarters, just a small staircase.
Ooh. Yeah, we didn't have any luck with the super secret door, but I want to try again with a bit more time and a few more eyes watching just in case, because we got told off by a maid and she does not like us.
I could probably help keep you hidden a little better.
It's a good idea. The paintings are wild.
So, which do we want to try first?
Well, do you have any idea where the staircase leads, or is it just a...
No idea. It goes down. So.
Well, let's head for the door. Let's unlock the door first. Geometry of the house will dictate the less there's less exploration in there.
So you can head down
I'm okay with this.
stairs to the door again? Okay. I will give you that, given enough time and effort and with people on the lookout, you will be able to open the door. As soon as you click the lock, the wall, though, clicks in a little bit. So, like, the wall pops in a little bit.
So I would have cast major image to just make it look like nothing has opened before Therzee started messing around.
Okay. Concentration up to 10 minutes. Okay, yeah. Then, yeah, I'll give you that, over that 10 minutes time, you can probably keep it that, certainly, you'll be able to pop it. We'll give you. So you take some time, you're, like, working on it, and the door will eventually open. Kind of move, as I said, it'll pop in to the, like, so it'll like, kind of, like, recess in to the wall, but it won't move after that.
Gonna give it a little push.
Doesn't push.
Gonna try and push it to the side a little.
All right. You'll try the one side and try the other, and it will slide to the one side.
Ooh.
Until it's not quite all the way open. So it's like the entire door area only goes about halfway to the one side. So you still have to kind of like squeeze in by it.
Oh, sorry, Versel. This looks like a bit of a tight squeeze. I can't get it open anymore.
Oh well.
Well, I'm going in.
Okay.
Fuck though.
A few drips can be heard, as it seems like the door leads into what, like, kind of like a natural cavern with, like, a kind of a staircase leading down.
Well, we got more stuff leading down.
Are you gonna close up the door after?
Is everyone able to fit through it?
Yeah. Definitely can fit through it. It's a little bit of a squeeze for, like, Versel, because Versel's a very large person, but like
Okay.
anybody can fit through it.
Yeah, well, we'll go through and I'll shut it.
Yeah, it kind of clicks back into place. It is.
There was a way to there was a handle on this side, right?
Nothing that you see that's a handle.
Then
Interesting.
shouldn't.
We'll
There
leave it
seems-
cracked slightly.
There seems to be, unfortunately, if it looks as though if you try to leave it without closing it all the way, it will stay recessed.
Oh,
Like it clicks into place almost when it locks. There is a mechanism back there that maybe Therzee can activate. You're not sure.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we'll make Mishka turn into a cockroach again and squeeze on through. Oh,
Yeah.
Mom, you do a worm this
A
time.
worm. Yeah.
The wood louse.
totally just reading a spell real fast. How large can a minor illusion be?
Minor illusion, like a
20-foot cube, which is pretty
Okay.
big.
So, I'm. Do you think you'll need me down there?
I don't know, do you like cave adventures?
Well, I can keep this hidden while it's open.
Do you have to stay with it?
Oh, it won't last very long, but I can just keep doing it. Or we can shut it and hope.
I mean, I really wanted to see what's in here, but I could also just not and close you guys in, like, and I can open this. We've worked out now. Whether I get caught is a different matter, but
We could always send
Worst
two
case,
people.
There's always break it and fix it.
Yeah, we could always
Also that.
send just these two down, and we could stay up there. Keep you hidden while you open it.
yeah. Well, who actually wants to go on a cave adventure?
Good question.
Yeah, that's the question. It's fine lighting. Don't worry about it.
Who has dark vision?
I don't. I don't. I do not.
I do. Honestly, it should probably be Mishka and Therzee goes down, yeah. They can see.
Yeah, and Mishka can be my tank if anything happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Mishka's only the one. Mishka's the one that doesn't go down.
Yes, Mishka has to go down. Regardless.
Guess we'll stay up here and keep things guarded while you check
Yeah.
things out. And
Okay.
Yell if you start dying.
Oh, I will.
Sounds good.
So again, like,
If you hear guns.
there's a little bit of, it's a natural kind of cavern, and there's a little bit of dripping kind of coming in here. You're not sure if it's just the fact that it's a natural cave and kind of like moist in here, or maybe the rain outside is somehow getting in through like a crack in the wall or something. It looks as though like a lot of this was just maybe cave that's been kind of shaped a little bit, and like a kind of very loose staircase made out of the stone itself has been added in. There is a slickness to it, but it's not like super wet. Just enough of like, you know, the drip in certain areas where it kind of like water pools on one of the staircases and kind of like maybe seeps into the stone there to keep it from like overflowing, as a kind of like slow, like occasional drip and seep continues in the endless cycle of cave dwelling. You go down for a little bit, maybe 10, 20 feet. It's hard to tell, as it's a very slight staircase, kind of drawn out stairs. But eventually you'll kind of come into like a natural kind of long tunnel that will go on for quite a while. The tunnel will then kind of like open up on the one side. it'll keep going, but you'll see the side opens up into a large chamber of some kind. Some kind of cavern. You can look inside, and the cavern is not completely dark. There are torches down there that seem to continually burn. Just set up in such a way. You can see that there is a massive staircase that comes in from slightly above you, made of wood that seems to kind of like wind down into the bottom of this large chamber. Where in the center of it is a massive kind of structure that kind of looks almost pagoda-like, except it is completely open. Like there is no walls to it. It has just like the holes where the corners of the pagoda would be, leading up to the similar kind of pagoda ceiling. So almost reminds you of a little bit of like a gazebo, except much more Asian style. You can see there seems to be within that kind of pagoda like a smaller kind of like shrine building. From your distance, you are maybe like 30 to 40 feet up from the ground. Again, you're generally judging if you would go out like, and you'd have to kind of squeeze out through like the opening in this tunnel. The tunnel itself seems to wind along this cavern. You're not sure where to.
Ooh.
Yeah. As I said, like the torches which just seem to be burning down there, probably magical, seem to lead up from the staircase, which kind of lights up, to that kind of pagoda where it kind of rings around it. You're not sure how big the cavern is otherwise, as it is a massive cavern that you're kind of connecting into.
Huh. No, they said they found a staircase down.
It could lead
Could lead here.
I'm going to give you, it probably won't, because their staircase down is certainly nowhere near this staircase down. Like, if we look at the map here, you went, like, north for degrees. And so it's somewhere up this way.
Yeah.
What you can probably guess is that this door might lead to that staircase. The door in the mountain probably leads to it. And again, like it's quite a large kind of like switched back wooden staircase, with very like intricate designs on it too. Everything seems to have this intricate designs of like, the more you like look at the details of it, the kind of strangely creepier it is. Like the points of the pagoda, like the roof parts of it, seem decorated with what look to be like carved skulls. Or real ones. You're not sure. There are lanterns hanging from the pagoda, which have a very almost like strange shape to them. And you can see what like out in the like, because again this is beyond your dark vision. You're using the light of the torches and stuff. In the kind of dim light, there are weird shapes that seem like mounds of something out and around the entire area.
Huh.
This entire area is incredibly creepy.
You know, with those paintings, I feel like we should have been given a clue.
It's it for sure.
It's kind of nice, though. A little creepy.
I want to be careful of it.
Yeah. Do we wanna? We wanna look around the shrine, or?
Again, you'd have to figure out a way to climb down to get to the shrine from here. You don't know where the tunnel that is, again, paralleling it keeps going.
Do we think there's gonna be anything interesting over there? Like, of use? I mean, I suppose the eye could be near it.
I mean, it's a lot of things looking, you know, like death and evil
Yeah.
and sacrifice. Like, I think they probably sacrifice children here. So,
I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah. Guys, it seems like the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see them keeping something like that down here.
Yeah.
Why? Why would they give us the view to that? And then not continue to tunnel to it, though? Surely the tunnel should lead to it.
You think? Is there another secret?
As I said, the tunnel keeps going,
After?
so you're not sure. But you're not going to notice anything secret. I mean, like, if you want to like make some investigation or perception checks, if you want to try to keep an eye out, like, these are natural tunnels,
Yeah.
so it'd be a lot harder to but not impossible to hide a secret door, probably.
Yeah.
Certainly in this area, you're definitely way above the thing, and you do feel like there is an incline to this tunnel, but whether or not it will, like, necessarily get down there eventually, you're not sure. Because, as I said, you have this opening here where you can see the light and stuff, and it just keeps going.
I'm gonna roll an investigation check to sort of, you know, check as we go.
Okay.
Yeah. I can do perception or investigation, or is it?
Yeah, either or.
Alright. Doesn't matter.
Okay, but you're gonna keep going then?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's for a little while. See if it seems to change direction, or seems like it's gonna bypass it completely.
It seems to, for a while, like, kind of like, as I said, it kind of slopes down a little bit. Eventually, though, about maybe 100 or so more feet forward, kind of winding around the outer edge of this cavern, kind of almost, again, paralleling it, there's another set of these kind of carved stairs that seem to lead down a little bit. Oh,
We've lost someone.
we did lose
Mishka.
someone.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh, there's Mishka.
I
Suppose he was left alone in a tunnel. It was terrifying.
it's here.
So look, I go for about another 100, kind of sloping down a little bit, and lead to another set of those kind of carved stairs. These ones a little bit more steep. Down at the bottom of the stairs is a wooden door. A perfect wooden door. Give me a second. Something here.
Ooh.
map.
Well, no, I was going to let my brother was calling for my niece, and I want to let her know my niece was out with my mom.
Ooh, nice.
I'll actually text him while describing this. Let's see if I can multitask enough.
Let's do it.
That's how you end up accidentally texting him about this, like, creepy tunnel.
Oh, yeah, so there's a wooden door at the bottom of it. It's kind of got, like, one of those metal, like, it doesn't have, like, a handle per se. It's got, like, kind of a etched-in handle to it. And it looks like it kind of slides out of the way.
See if it opens. If it's locked.
It will open.
Ooh.
Epic.
So it leads down to, like, this kind of room, where it looks like this room has definitely seen more, like, carved. It was very natural tunnel up until now, and it looks as though the stone has been at least very shaped, kind of like that hewn stone. It's kind of like a square room, where it looks like there is kind of like hanging up some, like, old, like, what looks to be robes and stuff. Maybe some kind of priest robes on the one side. There's also, like, a bin here that is filled with, like, kind of like black water in the center.
Huh. Hey. Do you recognize those robes from any kind of religion?
I'll roll religion and find out.
Sure.
Can I?
Sure.
Epic. No, I don't.
It'll show.
It'll show up.
There we go.
Unfortunately, no, you don't. You can make a guess that it might be some kind of, like, I'll give you just for a simple check, like, of, like, not even, like, recognizing where they're from. They look like some, Kazakoran religion type of outfits, but you're not very fluent in knowing about them. You know, it's more like you learned a little bit here and there, probably more recently. So, you don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like them, but not sure. And, like, there's definitely that weird, like, kind of well in the center, where it's, like, kind of, like, raised up, and, you know, it's a well of just black water.
Therzie's gonna take a picture of the robes on her mobile phone.
Mm-hmm.
And the weird water thing.
Yep.
And then she's gonna give it a sniff, see if it smells like anything.
Drink it.
There's an odd smell to it. Just something like maybe some kind of, like, mineral smell.
Okay.
Now, there is another door out of here that kind of, like, opposite the one you came in. So, there is ways to leave here. I will let you know.
Is it like actual like water? Is it like thicker or?
You haven't tested to see.
Can I? Is there anything that I could stick in there?
Not really. Robes? That's not really a great way of testing it, though.
Just,
No,
take a big old gulp from it.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely not.
How long have they been down there?
One of the knives I have. One of the knives I have. I can stick it in there.
Yes!
Okay, yeah.
Saves the day.
I'm gonna tell you, they have been down there for quite a while now.
I'm gonna try and like text one of them.
Uh-huh. They will
And
not
that's-
receive... You do not get good signal at all where you're at.
Mm,
You haven't been getting great signal here anyway, and they're in the middle of a mountain now.
I have
Nice.
any spell? They're definitely too far for a message. I don't have anything to contact them.
I don't think I have anything either.
You don't have sending?
No,
Ready
but
to
I
take-
have uncanny dodge that'll help. And a bug net.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, the knife will go in, and it's... Whatever it is, it's probably not water. It's thick.
It's Kool-Aid.
Like cool.
It's cola.
Maybe like...
Is it like gloopy or is it like?
It's thick water.
It's like, maybe a little, like... Maybe like a little tarry thick.
Mm-hmm.
It's the syrup they used to make Coke, so you just...
Some really thick coffee, and we're both just gonna.
The thing
chug it.
the thing you will note is whatever this is, it doesn't, like, stick to the knife.
Okay.
So
Oh.
it's not something that's, like, sticky.
So it doesn't leave any like, doesn't leave any residue on the knife, or
There is, like, a moisture to the knife afterwards, but nothing like an obvious residue.
can you test if it's flammable? Like
Well,
if we-
matches.
I mean, if you wanna.
Yes, not putting it into the thing itself, but on like
Oh.
the knife.
Oh, see, I was
Whatever's
just
left
gonna
on the
drop a
knife.
match
No.
in.
No. No.
It does not seem to be flammable, I will say.
Okay. What the heck is this?
I don't know, and I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Should we?
Can I tell if it's like a natural thing?
Sure, roll me nature.
Ooh.
You don't know.
I don't
This
know.
is what it's like when the bard isn't there.
Like it's on the bar is there. It's like, let's just poke it with a knife. Does it burn? Is it natural? I'm not sure.
Look, we haven't quite understood science yet. We're
We're
trying.
still working on it.
Uh-huh.
This is how we test and figure things out.
This is science. You're a science with Mishka and Therzee.
Yeah,
It's
only
gonna
watched
be
the
like
kids'
spelled like
channel version.
science. It's not spelled science. It's spelled science with the
Oh.
Mishka
Yes.
and Therzee.
Yeah.
Coming soon on BBC.
They can barely spell their own names.
What's your plan then?
I
You
mean,
can play around with
I
this
guess-
more. You can head back. You can keep going.
Should we go through the new door or back through the other one?
I suppose we could see what the new door is first before going all the way back.
Yeah, maybe it has some more black liquid.
Okay. All right. So opening the door will lead into another chamber. This one has a door to your right and a door straight forward. This chamber here, though, is not pleasant at all. There are countless, like, old ropes hanging from the ceiling. Each one seemingly noosed around like a mostly decayed corpse,
Nice.
with a vaulted ceiling maybe going up like 20 or 30 feet. Each one seems this kind of like blackness all along the corpse too. In the center of the room is like a stone well, which has like a wooden cover on top of it. So like each of these bodies is like stained black, with like tattered clothing. Really kind of unpleasant.
Lizzie's
Very-
gonna snap a picture.
Very kind of unpleasant.
Just a nice picture.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, should we go and get the others? I feel like I'm in danger.
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
Like as you like kind of talk to each other and turn back, you'll notice that a number of the bodies are now turned their heads towards you.
Nope.
Let's
nope,
go.
nope. I'm grabbing Mishka and I'm running.
Let's go.
Did we close the door beforehand?
If you want to, it's like nope.
Yes.
Yep.
It's like, nope.
Alright,
There-
calm down, Limber.
There were torches in that room though, so that was actually the first lit room you had gotten to down here. That were like these burning. So so you can see that they were like these blackened bodies that were like they weren't burnt, but they were just like stained black.
Oh no, they did something with the liquid.
Yep.
They dipped them in them.
Yep.
Whether it's made from them.
All right.
Not me.
So, as you're rushing back to everybody, let's take our second break here. Having just been freaked out by like the head, just like you like. So should we head back? And also you look back and just notice these corpses are all staring at you.
Yeah.
now. Yeah. So again, bathroom, snack, drink. You need to go do it and take care of it. And we'll be back in a little bit here. Alright, we're back. So, creepy things happen to Therzee and Mishka. They have rushed back to docks of Versel. How's this going? What are you saying to so, you arrive back at the top where the two of them have been keeping the
Oh.
illusion going.
There you are. You guys disappeared for like ever.
Hang on. Give me a minute. Oh. Yeah, they're sacrificing some shit down there. There are skeletons on
they're
the
doing
ceiling.
something bad. Not
There's robes and black liquid, and I'm very afraid.
You do realize you're part of a demon cult, right?
Yeah, I just had to
Chloe,
steal
don't
shit.
do things like that.
They are accurate that they don't do things like that. It's like chaotic evil versus lawful evil cults, probably, or neutral evil cults. They're like, we don't sacrifice crap, really.
Also, technically we're a devil cult.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
devil cult, thank you.
I don't know. They just signed my checks.
You get a check?
Wait, yeah, you're getting paid?
You get paid?
I just had like a 30% finder's fee. What the fuck?
Just grew up here, bro. I don't get anything.
So, you saw what exactly?
The Therzee has pictures.
Also, I'm gonna
Oh,
close
yeah.
the door so I can stop casting minor illusion.
Mhm.
Are we gonna go through it and then close it?
We can
I
just
assume-
open it anytime we want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably Therzee probably knows how to open it now. If you needed to open it again,
Yeah. So we stepped out of it and then closed it.
that works. You're still in the hall, but no one's around right now.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me see what you saw.
You really only took pictures of the robes and the hanging
The
bodies.
water.
I know I took them of the hanging bodies in the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And some robes.
Hmm.
So there's some nice pictures of some strange robes, some strange black water, liquid, and the horrible bodies, which are all you're not sure if they actually were hung. The bodies are all stained black. Looks like they've been kind of blackened and seemingly kind of decayed, maybe preserved. It's hard to tell. It's also how to tell what damage would happen to the body before they were hung up and how they were killed. I'm going to give you that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's even the pictures are even worse on it. But when you saw them, it's did they actually hang and die? You don't know. Or were they just hung up by kind of nooses afterwards? So, yeah, they're very interesting pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not okay.
Mm-hmm. And where would you keep a cult artifact if not with your cult things?
I don't know, in the safe.
I mean, what's safer than bodies that watch
A
the door?
a big metal box with a combination.
I don't know if that's safer than. I could get into a big metal box with a combination. I could not get into a room with hanging skeletons. I left.
Fair point.
From a thief's perspective, they're much more effective.
Well, from an assassin's perspective, you don't typically, see dead hanging bodies, so yeah, I think I have to agree.
So, do you guys want to come with us to explore more back? That was just one room. The tunnel kept going.
Yeah.
Try the
And
other
there's
direction.
there was more in that dead body room. But they started looking at us, so we ran.
Yeah. So there is that other room. We could do the other room first, since
Mm-hmm.
we've now found the tunnel to hell. So,
Yeah. We closed the door to the room, so hopefully they don't move.
Oh yeah, with that, maybe we check out the other rooms first.
So you want to explore this area first, or head back into the horrible, horrible tunnels?
I think we need to give these two some time to not have a mental breakdown.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Go break and head downwards in the other direction.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that could. We don't know what's down there, but it could be more.
Very true. It could be more awfulness. Or not. So yeah.
We should pass by there and make sure.
Flump hasn't murdered
Yeah.
anyone yet.
Yeah.
There's a pile of servant bodies in the room.
It's just slowly building.
Okay, you're gonna check in on the Flump.
Yeah.
The Flump will be there. Like, man, how's it going? Find anything? Man, don't worry, no one's stopped in here yet. No one that live.
Is Therzee gonna tell the Flump the horrible things?
oh no. The flump gets to know nothing.
Well, you just keep protecting our room.
Man, you got it. Don't worry, them chumps ain't gonna do nothing to me.
I hope not.
Alright, so what is the plan now? To go to your staircase down?
Yeah, I guess we'll head there.
Okay. Alright, it'll, as I said before, it'll switch back, down, one flight, and then it will actually do it again, seemingly leading into the level of the basement. When you get to the bottom, there's nothing. It's just a landing.
Does it extend 1 floor or 2?
It goes down 2 floors.
Basement. Got it.
Mm-hmm. But you don't see anything at the bottom, though. You're just at the basement, and it just seems to end.
Do the people with dark vision see anything at the bottom?
No, it just also seems to end. For them.
Well,
I'm gonna look for...
detect magic.
Nothing magical. In this area, at least.
Gonna search the walls for secret passages.
I'm
Okay.
gonna hum a little tune and flick Therzee on the forehead, and now you have a bardic inspiration.
Ow.
You do see that there is another, one of the, like, kind of strange switches on the wall here. That you've seen before, like, up at the top where there was the 3 of them. There's only one down here.
Oh, no, that's the wrong one.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull it.
You have a free D8 whenever you need to make a roll in the next 10 minutes.
Ooh.
So roll your investigation or perception, and then you could also add that dice to it. If
Oh,
you
I
wish.
already rolled my,
It did.
investigation.
Did it pop up?
It did not. Oh, it was a 16.
16, yeah. Just before the detect magic. For some reason, I think
Ah.
detect magic
Roll
was
20 is a
pretty
little
fast.
laggy.
That's weird. Lagginess. So, yeah, do you want to add the D8 or not? Up to you.
I mean, you got 10 minutes on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that at the 16. I could do a lot worse.
Yep, okay. You kind of got an idea that there must be something here. You know, it's kind of weird just to end on a bottom floor.
Stairways don't just end.
We're also gonna-
Well, that's not true. They do in the Winchester house. But beyond that, they don't just end.
I'm gonna cast a little dancing light so Versel and I can actually see things.
Okay.
4 globs of light are just gonna circle around me.
Yeah. So, yeah, you kind of are lit down here. You find a secret door. There seems to be one on the one wall.
Epic.
Oh,
Can we
well,
just
that's a
open
punk.
it?
Well, you
Yeah,
should knock
it just
first.
seems to
Be
open if you want to
polite.
unless you want to knock or anything like that.
Is Doc's gonna knock?
No.
Okay. And we're gonna put something here quickly because you found it.
Secret basement. Well, I gotta queue up the...
Tunnel.
I got the perfect song for this.
Secret
Hold on.
And whoop. So you find yourselves. Now I should put that back up. They find themselves down here.
Perfect song for this instant.
It's the basement corridor. And here's where it is. These were all the servants' corners. There's the 5 doors that were down here that were locked. The servants' doors were all locked, but were kind of like, you know, marked as servants' doors, basically. You know. Effectively, a couple of them had, like nameplates, so if you're looking for a certain servant, it would actually mark who's who, you know, at very least. And then there's the wine room here, where there was people in last time you were here, and the storeroom that was checked out over here. And up here is the staircase. So I've kind of laid out the basement map. But yes, it leads to the basement.
Well, I guess we go down the scary death tunnel then.
so you're going back to the scary death tunnel?
Apparently.
As seems the only way to progress.
Okay. Works fine for me. I can throw up this map then again. Because you're going to the scary death tunnel. I don't need the map for the scary death tunnel.
Therzee's favorite place.
Alright, so are you going to close the door behind you this time?
I think we kind of have to.
Okay. So you'll kind of, once again, as it's been like, probably now so at least a half an hour since you've been kind of looking around. It's getting later yet still. The storm still rages outside. And you're kind of heading down into the scary death tunnel, as you call it. It'll wind down once again into the earth. And now, Versel and Dox, you get a sight of the large chamber with the torches and the pagoda and the shrine in the center, and it looking all really creepy. And they didn't. I don't think they mentioned anything about that.
Yeah, you could have mentioned that.
I was having an adventure.
Who was it? What's the... We should have mentioned. I missed like the last.
Oh, the shrine that never got mentioned.
Oh,
Look, it wasn't
True,
as
we
creepy.
probably-
It was just kind of cool looking.
yeah. We were trying to find a way down there, but then we found not the way there.
It's that.
Hmm.
All right.
He's still a little mad you were so late.
You'll continue heading down and find yourself once again into the room with the robes and the black liquid and the door across from you. You can push forward into the rope corpse room very easily.
I'm gonna ready a weapon,
Okay.
first of all.
Okay.
I take out my umbrella and pull the umbrella bit off, and it's a rapier now.
Ooh, cool.
Could I have brought a weapon in? I wasn't here when we originally came, so...
Take one of the many knives we have on.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's
Probably
fair
don't even
enough.
have my like scimitar at this point, right? Because like,
No.
how am I gonna supposed to hide that? I only have knives.
Yeah.
I have a pocket full of knives.
Nice.
Yep.
I also normally
Because I'm going to be
have
throwing them because my dex attacks are actually better than strength.
and a gun. I have a gun.
Yes. You did
Yeah.
smuggle in a gun.
I mean, I have a short sword. I could have done the whole Wonder Woman thing, but that seems like that would cut something.
Wonder Woman with a gun. That's the one I want to see.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, everything seems quiet for a little bit, and once again, like, the bodies don't seem to be moving at all, but there's the large kind of well in the center, which is kind of has like two large boards kind of on top of it that seem to be sealing it up, which is seemingly like not only are they laid atop, but they kind of like they're like shaped like door hatches almost that are like hooked into each other, and there's like a kind of large padlock on the one side that seem to lock them together, so kind of sealing up the well. And then like you've got the door across from where you entered and the one to the right, as I said before. These doors in here seem to be like the kind of very loose, like double sliding doors. So like you'd slide one to the side and then slide it back, kind of thing. Close it up.
So which way do we want to go?
well, you want to deal with spooky, scary skeletons?
Aren't we in the skeleton room?
You are
are
in
we
the skeleton
there?
room,
Oh,
yeah.
I.
Yeah.
The clocks went back. I'm very confused.
I'm gonna look at one of the hanging skeletons. Not from like up close, because I don't want to like get grabbed by an angry skeleton.
The bodies definitely have like a long nature to them, but again they're hanging. They seem very bone, you it looks like maybe there's like skin or flesh or something, something holding them together.
Did it take us more than 10 minutes to get over here?
From the thing before,
Basically, is my detect magic still active?
sure, for a little bit.
Okay.
You're not really detecting magic in this area, though. No, not from the skeletons.
Okay.
Yeah. Not
from the pool of goop.
Not from the pool of goop, actually.
Interesting.
Ooh. Just harmless.
It's people goop.
Yeah, they have kind of the tatters of clothes on them, which are also stained black. Like, everything on them is just stained, like, jet black. Things like the eyes are gone very noticeably. The face has been kind of, like, almost reduced to this skull. Like, there's a lot of points in time where just, like, the straight bone is showing, but, like, everything just remains connected together, kind of glued together in this one kind of, like, hanging line. And as I said, it's a quite vaulted ceiling, so these things are still above you. It's just, like, they're still, like, got a good, like, 4 or 5 feet above you, where you are. And there's probably, in this large chamber here, maybe, like, we'll say around like 30 of these hanging.
Oh boy.
Quite a good number of them.
Do they seem to be moving right now?
No.
You're sure they moved?
Positive.
They fucking did it.
You
They
think we
definitely
could
looked at us.
They're
attack
not
or
magical
anything?
in any way.
I don't.
Gonna, just as a precaution, Dox is gonna shape change into a more combat-esque looking form, so he's not an overly sexy drow with this.
I mean, that sounds like perfect for combat. You
well,
put
now
my
you have
boob
a
armor.
slightly sexy normal elf.
Okay. I'll take it.
You never know when you need boob armor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Things D&D makes you say.
that list is incredibly
Yeah.
long.
Looking at your cleavage and not your weapon, you're going to hit more often.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. You kind of like get into a little like the combat form. You don't really sense a lot of anything from it. At least not at this point.
If I reach up, can I touch any of their toes, or are they too high up?
They're pretty high up, so they're definitely above.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab one of the robes from the other room and like fold it up and try and throw it at them.
Gonna just
It might be like wind chimes. They're just bash against each other. And...
sure, go for it.
Alright, you thunk into
Wait.
one.
Okay.
The body kind of like moves a little bit, kind of knocking into a few of the others as they're kind of like there's like a ripple of effect. Like it isn't much because like a ball of clothing isn't really gonna be a lot of force, but there's a little bit of like ripple of movement in the things, and other than that, nothing right now.
Okay.
Alright, they fucking move. They fucking
Sick.
move. I was gonna throw my shoe, but I want to run.
Is there anything else in this room? Like-
There's the 2 doors and the well. As I said,
Yeah.
the well is locked.
There's another well?
Yeah, this one, like the other thing before, looked more like a basin.
Oh,
like
okay.
something that someone had made and filled with this liquid.
Uh-huh.
This looks like an actual stone well that goes somewhere, but it's sealed off the top.
Like how sealed? Like can't move anything?
2 giant pieces of wood that are kind of like hooked together, like trapdoor style, and they have a big lock on the 2 of them that keep them together. Like they could probably be like unhooked and moved out of the way, but you'd have to probably unlock them first, you know, from how they're hooked into it.
Do any of our keys work for it?
No, none of your keys will work.
Do my thieves' tools work?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Like
right.
this is
been
my
less
one
than
job
10
is picking locks.
Mhm.
You can add an 8.
Getting
You
into
could add a
better than
D8 to
weapons.
that
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't even
if you
need
really
to.
wanted to.
Yeah. Well, you will
I'll
open
take
it
it.
up. The padlock will click open.
He doesn't even need to.
So now you could move these big pieces of wood out of the way.
As he
Okay.
moves across the other side of the room.
Are you moving the big piece of wood out of the way?
Yes.
Alright. You'll kind of like pull them out of the way, kind of separating them out. Revealing like a just black tunnel going down.
Wait, is it? It's just empty.
You don't see anything. You're not sure if there's something down there, but like even 60 feet down, you do not see anything.
Is there a bucket
Okay.
attached?
No.
Yeah. Is there anything?
If you look up in amongst the skeletons, there does seem to be some kind of apparatus for hanging something up towards the ceiling, but you see no like way of manipulating it in this room.
I don't like that. Because
Sounds
what
com-
if they lower people down?
What are they hung by? Are they hung by rope?
The people are hung by ropes.
I'm gonna send some.
That looks to be like maybe some kind of like rope with a large kind of like hook on it. You gonna send like a
So-
dancing light down?
Yeah, I'm gonna send a dancing light down.
Oh.
How far can it go from you? Is there
120 feet from me.
Okay. Then you will have it go down 120 feet, and it will go down and down and down for quite a while. And even 120 feet down, when it reaches its maximum, it still seems to go deeper.
Ugh.
Oh jeez.
And it's just like this like stone shaft that seems to like, you know, it's kind of got that well top here, but as soon as you get below there, it's just this almost kind of carved natural stone shaft, which is hard to tell if someone carved it or if it was just something natural created it and they just put the well cap on top of it.
Can I throw a knife and cut the rope on one of the skeletons?
You can try.
I'm gonna accidentally summon Satan or something.
Oh, not one of us.
Or that.
Roll an attack roll, I'll say.
Let me see if I have any D4. I do not. Oh, it's throwing, so dex, so I'm just gonna roll this. I can roll the... I can roll the damage separately if you want me to.
Roll attack first. You can do it together. Missed it with the first dagger, we'll just say.
Okay.
I'll
Try again.
Go ahead. You've got a bunch of daggers. You'll try it again. It kind of flies across the room and kind of like hits into the one corner and falls down to the ground. Alright, the second one will hit the rope. Roll some damage.
Damage that rope.
Based off my dex.
Misha will say, like, I don't know if this is the best idea. I don't know if I want them down on the ground with us.
Oh, we could... I think she's gonna chuck one in there. Right?
Maybe?
Oh, they do have short range. Oh, yeah.
You got their little clothes.
How tall is the,
How high up are these hanging bodies?
At least 5 feet from you guys.
Oh,
So-
5 feet from our heads?
Yeah.
I assume 5 feet off the ground. Okay. that's a
No,
little
5 feet from
different.
your head.
Oh,
so-
they're a little taller.
Yeah.
Yep.
I said there's like a 30-foot vaulted ceiling, and so they're like hanging down, like on ropes that are probably like maybe like 10-ish feet down. They're not all quite the same length, and then like they've got the bodies there, so they're like, you know, maybe like 10 feet off the ground about. Anyway, you will manage to cut one. The body will fall to the ground. It will collapse and turn to dust as a strange black mist will start coming off of it.
Oh boy.
I don't
Yup.
think that's good.
Hold breath.
Okay.
Yeah, Therzie's face is in her face.
Yeah, Mishka did the same.
I need all of you to please make me con saves.
I'm real bad at
I
this.
could hold my breath for 15 minutes.
What I
Don't have to breathe it in.
What do I have to?
Dang it.
con save, right?
Uh-huh.
Just so you know, I have an advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep, okay?
You're not being charmed.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
I'm safe.
Oh, fuck.
I'm safe this time.
That's a bad one from me.
Okay. So, Mishka and Versel will seemingly feel alright. But there's still something weird going on with you. But Therzee and Dox, the two of you just feel like there's like a burning inside of you. Like when the mist touches your skin, it looks as though like little black like spots kind of go onto it and kind of like almost then like spread out, almost like kind of like veining out onto you. You just feel like it just hurts for a lot, and both of you kind of just feel like you can't move with the things that you're seeing. All of you will begin to like feel something incredibly weird wash over you. Versel, you and Mishka will be able to like kind of hold yourselves together. You can feel the pain too, but now like something strange happens. Is now like the movement of before. Now you can see like where every one of the bodies are writhing just there. They're writhing and kind of screaming in pain. Each of the bodies is now. And you hear what sounds like a cacophony of, like, screams of pain and death seemingly echoing out from the well that is open. And as, like, now you actually see there's this kind of, like, black miasma rising out of it. All of you are seeing this, but two of you are paralyzed while seeing this.
Hell yeah. We're gonna die.
Mishka does her best to, like, in all of this, like, try to close, like, the well. So at least there's that kind of...
Versel, kind of coming up, you can see this person, coming up from where, like, the one collapsed into dust. Seemingly this spectral figure rises up. Where you can see, like, you now can see, like, there's, like, twisted parts of its body. As now you can see, like, it's a more ghostly figure with, eyes seemingly carved out. Like, the mouth has been cut open, like, all the way to, like, the edges of the, cheeks. And you can see, like, the teeth have been, like, kind of, like, broken. The tongue has been removed. The arms seem to have been, and, like, legs seem to have been stretched out in ways as if, like, to pull them, like, not enough to tear them off from a body, but enough to separate everything out. So they kind of, like, move with a kind of lengthy motion as it kind of, like, raises up, like, this arm that it shouldn't be able to move, and, like, just kind of, like, opens a mouth, and, like, as you can see the mouth kind of, like, hang open, kind of, like, flop a little bit, and it goes...
Has it been longer than 10 minutes at this point?
Yes.
Okay. Okey-doke.
Anyway, it seems not friendly.
I really wish
I don't know what you want to do with it.
prepared that.
Did I get the well closed?
We'll say, why don't you, roll me initiative, and you can try to get the well closed on your turn.
What the heck? I did this before!
It's just like carrying crown. I love it.
Please
My
hit initiative
roll.
again with your token out.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Oh, right. Tokens are a thing.
Yeah.
I'll just
We'll be
enter
able to
mine.
change it to 15 and 9.
Yep. That's easy enough.
I will throw out...
I forgot how to... myself.
You go to like the newspaper thing and you just drag your name.
Oh.
It
It
should-
does
should
look
show.
like a newspaper.
Yeah, it's always. It's not, but it looks like one to me.
So Doc's is the correct one. What did I need?
Why is my Roll20 so slow?
I'm just gonna throw out a little bit of a friend
What?
here.
I would be
Showing up
next
like
to
my
Therzee.
token.
Roll20's been acting a little weird.
Say we're like here, next to Therzee.
I'm just gonna put this over here.
Oh, that's why I can't. Okay, never mind. I'm just being a doofus. I was drawing instead of looking.
I forget how paralysis works in 5e. I just know it's really bad.
You're helpless for a period of time.
Is it a period of time? Okay, you don't make a save to escape it. Okay.
I think certain ones you can make a save and return to escape it. But I'm effectively saying with the circumstances you are now that you will not get into recovery phase. So we correct everybody.
I'm sure these two can kill it.
Doc's at that. Mishka was at
I only have a knife.
15. Versel was at
They're knives.
Therzee was at 14.
Paralyzed creatures incapacitated, which means they can't take actions or reactions.
Yeah, I knew that one. So everything has advantage against this, right?
Creature has automatically fails strengths and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
It's a good thing I have a backup character for this game.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned from Pathfinder, just always have one of those.
Let's see here. Versel is one of the two that's active. So Versel, there's this horrible spectral figure that seems to be moving around.
Where am I? Hold on. Where am I in the well compared to the thingy?
You're like next to the well, kind of thing. You were the one that kind of opened it, so I'm saying you're like next to the well.
Can I tell what kind? Can I tell what kind of undead it is?
Sure. Give me a religion check.
Pop up soon.
It'll pop up soon.
One of these days.
Ooh. Fact is, like, you look at it and it doesn't look like any undead you've ever seen. There's something odd about it. There does seem to be something very similar to, like, maybe a shadow, but it seems perhaps unique.
I was prepared if it was a banshee, but sadly it's not.
No, not
I was gonna motherfucking shoot one again.
I actually have silence prepared.
So, you have the action, though.
Well, let's cast. That's an interesting thought. I should have done that first. That would have been smarter. Anyway. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Alright,
Is there a way you could make it so I have a health bar on my token, by the way? Mine does not have one.
I would have to set it up. I have not set it up.
Okay.
That's the only thing.
I wonder if the luck of our combat is going to carry on to you, and it's still just Mishka that always is fine.
Mm-hmm. Alright, your spiritual weapon would, let's see here, hit it with that.
See, Jess, here's the bad part. I'm the
so
combat
you, like, summon out,
class.
like a weapon of, like, Asmodeus' divine force. I can't remember what the hell he has for a weapon off the top of my head. It will do 7 force damage, so it kind of splash into the creature. So it'll kind of like hit back, kind of going, kind of like doing like a silent kind of scream, like kind of gurgling noises that kind of come out of it. Again, as this kind of like lengthy body that's been torn apart, as like it's kind of like it's that like kind of like broken, cut open jaw, kind of like just it kind of moves back and forth.
Okay. I technically clicked it on 3rd level, but I just looked. Now I cast it on 2nd because it only ups in power every 2 levels above the 1st.
Yeah, Mishka. You're closing the well?
Yeah.
Okay. You close up the well.
Epic.
What is your AC? My good.
14.
Versel. Oh. You are certainly hit.
Since I do not have a shield, my AC is 15.
Oh yeah, I take my leather armor.
Okay.
Actually, wait. I guess no, I made. Oh right, I guess I had that as well. I forgot about that. I made a
Alright.
I completely forgot about that. I'm glad I did that. I made like a relic or something because so I can cast with it.
Yeah, you'll take 13 necrotic damage, and please give me a let's see.
Constitution.
Yeah, give me a Constitution save. Thank you.
Oh no.
Oh, shit! Did you say we were paralyzed?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a ring of free action on, meaning in addition, magic can neither reduce your speed nor cause you to be paralyzed or restrained.
Okay.
Ooh. Nice.
Because that was part of the loot we found that I've just had on.
Nice.
Because no one else asked for it, and like...
Nice.
Okay.
I didn't
I
even
have the
realize
ring-
I did that.
See, I have the ring of sustenance.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
You will never be hungry again.
I need to check something else.
If only I could.
You can have the ring if you like.
I'm pretty sure I would have to.
No.
I don't know though.
That was weird. Thank you. For putting the list. Okay. Let's check this out. Okay. So, yeah, it hits into you. You do not feel great. You will have a disadvantage on dexterity checks for a round. But you will not lose dexterity from it draining it away from you.
Got it. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just like 21 didn't.
Oh no,
succeed.
it made it. It would have been worse.
Yeah.
It drains dex instead of strength, but it also drains a lot more because it's like a greater, like, spirit shadow almost. All right. Therzee, what did you want to do?
I say.
Therzee, what did you want to do because you would have had a turn?
Oh. I have.
So the thing is, you're not paralyzed, but what you realize is there's now, like, reaching out from, like, the ground are, like, these, like, tendrils that almost look like hands that are trying to grasp onto you. You just are managing to keep them away with, like, the magic of the ring, but they're constantly reaching at you.
Oh, shit. I also have boots of levitation. I could make boots and they can't reach me. I have so much fun loot, but I wouldn't have had the boots on. That's sad. I would have pistol whipped out my gun with my extra D8 if it's within 10 minutes still, and tried to shoot the bitch.
Okay.
I don't think it would be 10 minutes to.
Go make an attack roll. Blam! You gunned.
I gun!
Roll gun damage.
Gun!
Alright. You blast into it. You're not sure what kind of effect it would have. Maybe something.
Yeah, I've tried shooting ghosts before. I might as well keep trying.
So yeah, there's a spiritual heavy mace there. Dox is still paralyzed.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
How
long am I paralyzed for?
I will tell you in a second. So Mishka, the screams from the well are seemingly getting louder.
Even though I closed it, dude.
Yeah, it sounds as though something is coming up the well.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Versel. I mean, you can spiritual weapon again, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be it, but that's now my bonus action. Casting it the first time's an action, future actions.
Yeah, bonus action.
But I'm just trying to look at my spells and see if... did not. Funny enough, I did not prep for major combat.
Yeah.
For minor combat.
Didn't see that coming.
I was expecting this to be more investigative today, not combat.
I mean, you know, I wasn't gonna have horrible spirits bother there, but then you broke it down.
It's totally fine. It's my own fault.
He was just vibing on the ceiling, and you threw a knife at him.
Mm-hmm.
You did. You did get
a couple of knives at him, actually.
I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on Docs.
Okay. That...
Actually, do creature abilities count as magical?
No, not always.
We don't have the lightning.
I'll just give you that, you know, you are a cleric. It might be more like either a supernatural thing or maybe like a curse or something it'd be more akin to.
Oh wait, I did prepare remove curse.
Go ahead,
Oh shit!
Go ahead.
Yeah, at your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object and the object and curse magical item remains the spell focus on there's attunement to it. Anyway. Sweet.
Yeah, what's the exact way that it works? Let me check here.
I just posted it, so.
Yeah. Its curse remains, but this, okay. So yeah. So, Docs, you feel like, you know, you begin to actually, like, see the same hands for a second, and you see, like, Versel's magic kind of wash over you and drive them back, so they kind of, like, slink back into the ground then as they were kind of holding you, and you are now free.
What the fuck?
Mishka! You just hear this, like, kind of, like, strange amalgam of screaming and roaring coming up the well. There's one other thing you can do.
Oh, also, sorry, I forgot. I need to re-attack with.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Smash the thing.
Smash it.
Boop.
It'll pop up eventually.
It will. My Roll20 is being really slow whenever I click on anything for whatever reason.
Roll20's been kind of slow the last few days.
It'll miss.
Oh.
Nice. So now it's my turn, right?
I was too busy trying to figure out what spell to cast on it.
Can I put the lock back on? Well,
Yes, you can. You'll pick the lock back up and slap it back on. Okay.
alright, there's that at least.
Yeah. Therzee, what do you want to do?
I would like to leave.
There is no leaving.
You're next.
I don't know if there's anything I can really do to a ghost without getting up in his face. I
Shoot
don't
it,
want to
yeah.
do that. I could. I'm gonna shoot a ghost.
Okay. Shoot. You miss. I forgot last round you probably could have done sneak a ghost damage. Because you had a friend adjacent to it.
That is true, actually.
So if you want to roll that from last round.
Do it.
Ooh,
Roll
how
it.
much is sneak? Sorry, I'm just looking. 1d6.
You should be more by now. What level are you
Yeah,
guys?
you're 5, so you should be more.
You should be
Oh, should it be
3d6.
more?
Yes.
I'll look it
Did
up
I-
for you.
It should be 5. I should really give you guys the real level then.
Let me see.
To be fair, you gave us 5 right before coming to close.
It would be 3d6
Oh, it's 3d6. Let me
at
put
level
that in.
5. Assuming... Yeah, that'd be level 5, because you have Uncanny Dodge.
I do have uncanny dodge. Yeah,
So
obviously
yours
forgot
should
to
be
update that one.
3d6.
Let's roll. What's this? 3d6.
Oh.
It's probably been longer than 10 minutes. I don't think Therzee still has the Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, I think the Bardic
Well, I
Inspiration
would have used it last round, but
Yeah.
I'd already got enough, so I didn't see
Okay.
the point of rolling it
Alright,
anyway.
so it will go. It continues to hate on Versel for obvious reasons. Let's see if it gets a spiritual thing.
I may or may not have disturbed its unrest.
You'll take only 5, so not a
Hey.
huge hit this time, and you'll mean another Dex save. Well, not Dex, con
Con
save.
save.
Sorry.
Brain Dex.
It will show up eventually. There it goes. Okay. I'm just gonna roll a couple of d4s here. Boop, boop.
This really is carrying crowd.
Your dex will be. You will have 5 dex drained from you. It will recover, sort of shadow draining. It can recover, like with long rest and stuff. But, you know, it's awful. As you feel your entire body like slowing. You know, just like it's just slowed down, and everything just seems to feel like it gets slower around you. Docs.
I think you need faster.
Give me one.
See the faster, it's harder
Reading
to
things.
react.
So, bonus action
No.
Bardic Inspiration on myself. I'm gonna run up to it and try to hit it with a rapier.
Okay.
I'm not gonna use my Bardic Inspiration. And so I would do...
Well, that should my initiative. I think it does.
1d8 plus 3, and because you finally know what kind of bard I am now, Psychic Blades, 3d6 additional as well. So I'm just gonna open the. I think I can just click rapier. Does it? No, it does. That's weird. What? It does? Does that math look right for the first number? Because it wouldn't get the plus.
Yeah. Give you the 5. That
So
doesn't
5.
look like it. I don't think it did your psychic damage.
I have to do the psychic down myself. I don't have that one programmed in. Which is 3d6, right? Yeah, 3d6.
Okay.
And 5 plus 13 damage.
Okay. You'll smack into it. So Mishka, thump! The well just like kind of like thumps as something hits into the top. And like now you can see like on the edges of it, like just there's this kind of like oozing of what looks to be the black liquid, and they're forming into these little like tendrils that are beginning to reach out, that they seem to just be kind of like, they're not quite squeezing through, it's still stuck, but it's attempting to kind of squeeze through and reach out. These like strange little black tendrils that each become like kind of like you know, they begin to like form into these tiny, like almost like looks like screaming skulls at the end of them. That kind of like then bloop away into more tendrils, and it's just kind of gross.
So, what did you wake up?
Sorry.
Sal, it's your turn.
How many times do I have to say sorry?
Ooh.
So what do you want to do, Versel?
Oh, there's more.
Well, you see, like, there's all the other ones above you that are, like, still tied to the ropes that, like, seem to be, like, struggling with them. I mean, so there is technically more, they're just not free.
Yeah, we need to leave.
Want to throw some more knives at them?
Don't.
Let's go with... So I guess I just have to smack it again.
Come on, spiritual weapon. And then maybe do something on, I don't know.
One of these days.
Yeah, sorry.
Straight to the moon.
Bang, zoom. It'll pop up eventually.
It will.
It has been slow. I'll definitely say that.
I don't know what.
There it goes.
That'll be definitely a hit.
Nice.
Nice.
11. dealing damage.
Alright, so you smack into it again, and the kind of force kind of drives it back for a second as it kind of stumbles backwards from you, as then you begin to see it like kind of fall over to its knees as its like spiritual flesh begins to slosh off of its body. So it's like this ectoplasmical stuff kind of like sloshes off, and when it hits the ground, it just, instead of like disappearing into nothingness, it just turns into this kind of black ooze, which you can see that kind of splashes and then soaks into the dirt below you, because there's kind of like dirt kind of floor kind of on the in this area, as then it kind of like its flesh will, as it kind of like in this kind of like gurgling scream as its flesh just sloughs away, and then finally what's left is just this skeleton, which will then kind of fall down and just like melt into the ooze, as then it just kind of sucks into that. As it's kind of disappearing, the entire area quiets up as there's this kind of like one last final thump as it feels like something almost pulled back on the well, as then like the screaming just kind of begins to echo and stop, and the bodies above you will quiet, and everything will once again be simple. And then like the
I'm not touching anything ever again.
No more night. No more night.
And I just to be more atmospheric, like as soon as everything happened, like the fires in this room turned like from like just a normal fire color to make everything like a red, so everything was like a blood red in there, and they returned to normal fire too. And why don't we leave it there?
The skeletons didn't move. You guys didn't see anything. You guys are crazy.
Uh-huh.
I'm starting to regret preparing detect magic and not detect evil.
So yeah, that'll be a good way to end off there with that kind of horrible little encounter.
That was good.
Yep.
You're lucky.
Sorry.
It's like,
Sorry.
Sorry.
I guess it was my fault.
Maybe you should have thrown a knife at the thing.
They're already dead. Just leave them alone.
They're already dead, and we told you, it looked at us, and we ran away.
I wanted to knock it down and get a better look at the skeleton and see if there was anything.
And then you got some paralyzed.
And then I was gonna cast Speak with Dead. Okay.
There's a nice like fine black powder still where the body fell. Like that seems to be the only thing that left. Yeah.
What do I need for Speak with Dead?
The skull. At very least the skull.
Yeah.
It seemed as though as soon as you disturbed it from the ropes, it just crumbled into dust.
Yeah, the corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead, so both don't apply anymore.
I'll just give you that you're thinking that it's not magic that's preserving them. It's something is...
No,
it's cursed their souls to be in their bodies, that as soon as you freed them from it, kind of, like the body crumbles to dust.
No, there's a reason detect magic and detect good and evil are different.
Yeah.
This is undead, not... Yeah, undead is not inherently magic.
These are probably horrible cursed souls that have been like bound here, and it seems awful. But you also probably don't want to free them because they probably want to drag you into their own hell.
Oh, I need to make note down.
I mean, again, my plan was to cut one down and then cast Speak with Dead because I assumed they weren't undead.
Yeah, no.
Because detect magic didn't do anything, and now I realize that I was dumb for thinking that. But you know, oh well. I realized the flaw in the logic there.
It's like the rope could almost be called magical, but because it was more like they were in the creation of them and binding them. That's why I wasn't necessarily calling it like a magical thing.
It's totally fine. I like the creation of undead can be more of a religious process than a magical.
Yeah, and this was certainly religious, but yeah, that was a thing.
And out of character, and I guess in character as well, I wasn't thinking through that difference.
Well, we got our spooky episode.
We did.
We did.
So yeah, we'll go through and have everybody shout out where to find them and stuff. Let us start with. How about we start with Wyrm?
I'm Danjuro. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWorm. I'll be back to streaming in another week or two after I finish a project of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I normally stream on Fridays.
Yep. Jinxx.
I'm Jinxx Jams on Twitch and Twitter. I will be doing a horror stream on Wednesday if you want to see me cry.
No.
I'm very bad at horror games, and my friends are already sending me lots of them. So and there's going to be scary sounds and everything, so I'm gonna die. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow too. Yep.
Okay. Jess.
Bubblegum Viking, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, possible charity stream at normal movie night time on Saturday.
Cool.
But we'll see how that goes.
And Momo.
You can find me at Momo_Shu on Twitch, Shu with 2 U's, or at G_Shu on Twitter. Tomorrow I might be streaming Resident Evil 1, so you can watch me be a ball of anxiety, because that's the one horror game that still scares me.
As for myself,
I have yet to find a horror game that scares me beyond jump scares.
Like, I like a good horror game, but it gets me kind of a nervous mood. That's why it's been a while since I played one too.
Resident Evil 1 and 2 make me just so anxious because of the environment.
Yeah.
Spooky ass mansion, not good.
Yeah, I remember playing through the Resident Evils, the original Silent Hills, and all that stuff, and it was like, you know, you got down what they had, but it was still, you had that kind of nervousness.
Yeah.
I liked that part of it rather than the jump scary thing. But then Resident
I
Evil
like it when
on.
Chris punches a boulder in the lava.
I mean, that was they jumped a shark then. But yeah, for my schedule, if you're looking for more gaming stuff, we should have Legacies of Kain tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST. That's going to be Vampire the Masquerade. Then you're going to have Children of Wrath on Thursday at 8. So that'll be another D&D game set in the Magic the Gathering world of Dominaria. Theoretically, I'm having discussing tabletop on Saturday, though I've been considering if I can throw something together and figure out what I want to do it, I might do a like a spooky game also on Saturday. I haven't decided yet. I'll figure it out like tomorrow or Wednesday.
Spooky game.
Spooky game. I mean, that's going to be spooky role-playing game. I might play some spooky games this week if I'm going to try to get them in the schedule. I definitely probably at least get a little bit of Phasmophobia in.
Phantasmophobia is so good.
I've at least gotten through.
Phasmophobia is very good.
I've gotten through the
I
tutorial.
got it and then haven't played it because life got weird.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe some spooky role-playing. Definitely some Phasmophobia. Definitely I'm going to have to get more goddamn Among Us at some point in time, because Saturday was wonderful.
We gotta do that.
I should get that game. Isn't it like cheap?
It's $5.
It's like $5, and then it's free on your phone if you want to do it.
And there's crossplay, I think, between PC and phone.
Yep.
It was insane. It was a lot of wonderful people, and that's the best I have to say about Saturday. So I should do that more often. But yeah, so and that's kind of what our schedule for me is for this week. So at very least, see you tomorrow for Vampire, people, and hopefully join us next week at our new time and place, 1 p.m. every Monday, which we should be pretty hopefully back to a normal schedule and continue through Spooky Mansion, which also may involve murder, but at least it seems to involve like maybe some ghosts, but you're not sure if it involves ghosts later on.
We're gonna cut down more ghosts next session.
Yeah, sounds like a great idea.
Where you gun them down.
It's gonna gun them down. But we'll see next time. So bye for now. Farewell.
See ya.